both of whom, like Southampton, were on 32 points. Well, nerves were jangling like crazy at the Valley, but Barry Davies remained as cool as ever.
A fine view of the Millennium Dome, the landmark for the start of a new century. And close by, the Valley of Hope or Despair, and a point of no return at the end of the last football season of the old century. It's going to be a tense afternoon for supporters of Charlton Athletic and Blackburn Rovers. Charlton make 4 changes from last Saturday's team defeated at Everton. Simon Royce is back in goal after missing 7 matches. Neil Redfearn and John Robinson are recalled to midfield, and Andy Hunt is Martin Pringle's partner up front. Blackburn welcome the return of one of Brian Kidd's 5 $3 million plus signings, Keith Gillespie. Damien Duff drops down to the bench. Otherwise, the team, beaten at home by Liverpool a week ago, is given the chance to make amends. Gary Willard of Worthing is the referee. And the atmosphere in what seems to be another capacity crowd at the Valley really could not be better. These two sides met at the end of the season of 1957-58 in a 4-3 match here that Blackburn won and denied Charlton a place in the First Division. Blackburn promoted alongside West Ham. In those days there were crowds of 56,000 at the Old Valley. But the crowd here this afternoon making as much noise as they did then. Ward gets away. Still the opportunity. Gallacher goes down. And Royce came for it, was on the deck. A real mess. And here's a chance for Gillespie, and he's wide. Well, he had more time than most, but he didn't take it. There was a moment then when Royce was sitting it out. Everybody struggling to get the ball away. And when it came, half cleared, gave Gillespie a wonderful chance which he spurned. It's curling a bit. Pringle got a bit of it, Hunt got a bit of it. And the challenge brings the free kick. Challenge on Henchoz. Gary Willard on top of the game. Test for both sides. It's also a test for the referee. One slip could be so costly, and frankly cost the losing club a fortune. Corner. Pringle covering the near post. Kinsella the far. Henchoz with the longest run of anyone in the box. And they're massing now, and Royce gets his fist to the ball. Out by Rufus, and the shot by Gillespie. Royce is still down on the deck and hurts. And the free kick has been given, and Royce will need some attention. Did well, but fell awkwardly. Gillespie must have wished he'd have hit a shot like that when he had a better opportunity from closer range. Gary Willard being understanding. But does there have to be a change? Can he push off the injured leg? Apparently the answer is yes. Hunt and Davidson. Stuart's too strong. Rufus gets there first. Stuart again. It's all a bit messy, but a good drive and a good save. Mills with the shot. Filan got plenty of body behind it. Mills was the only one then, until the goalkeeper intervened, who was absolutely sure what he was trying to do. Croft. Ward on the far post from the kicker. Here on the near is Gallacher. That's a good try. plenty of weight behind the shot. And, Royce managing to get off the ground well enough to turn it over the top and away from the hopeful Ward. Halfway point of the first half. Nicely Ward, but he used a Charlton back. One of the more noted of the Charlton Athletic supporters, Michael Gray. Some concern at the clearance, and not surprisingly, this is Gillespie. That's a fine, fine tackle by Mark Kinsella that saves his goalkeeper's embarrassment. You can understand that he would make a few observations after it. Crowd's anxiety certainly communicated itself then. It's a little short. Royce was almost too quick. Didn't make a clean strike of the ball at all. Pringle. That's good running by Stuart. Challenge a little late by Pringle, and the booking list is growing. Certainly was short, but look at that. It's the leg that's got the bandage on it just below the knee. Forward. Physical presence has often been a problem. Gallacher. McAteer. Forward again. Sense an increase of tension every time Blackburn get the ball into the Charlton box. Good header from the back, excellent header off the line by Pringle. Really did well then, but it was a very good, strong, positive header. Just managed to scrape it away. Seven Charlton players hoping for a good cross from the skipper. Tyler didn't make it. Ashley Ward, who's headed across the face. Not away yet. Tyler, all a mess again. Unbelievable scramble. Robinson went down. The referee had a very good view. Chance of a break now if it's played. Gillespie holds on when he should have used it. Again, easier to see from up here. Now Wilcox goes away. There's still possibilities here for Blackburn Rovers, and all they get out of it is a corner. He had half the stoppage time. Same formation. Good claim. It's a blank sheet at half-time, somewhat in spite of rather than because of. and the best chances really fell to Keith Gillespie. The first one he may look back on with some regret if Blackburn do not win this fixture. He had two other opportunities, shot from distance that was headed out, and then a mistake by the goalkeeper. But it's been full of mistakes, and Pringle coming to the rescue of Charlton Athletic with his headed clearance off the line. A frenetic opening half, which ends with a blank score sheet. Curious to think that had these two met each other in August, it would have been the team at the top of the table against one who fancied a good run in Europe. Now the loser will be on the last nail of survival. Pringle. Challenged by Henchoz. Pringle, and Redfearn couldn't get there. Tyler, Pringle, it's wide. One or two in the crowd thought it was in, but it was side netting. Pringle turned on it, was Carsley who blocked. And Filan, as he came for it, found it going past him, right into the side netting. Here's Davidson, drove it at Petterson, and that came off Powell from Jason McAteer. Appeal for handball, Jason McAteer, it certainly wasn't. But the block fell kindly for Charlton, well hit, but Powell had got across, and there were three men in the line of fire. Petterson, that's a better clearing punch. Hunted Peacock. Peacock won it. Mills. Stuart. He hasn't made enough of the possession, but he won it back well. And here's Redfearn. Good parry, and Croft on hand to put it out of harm's way. He really got it back well after making a mistake. Stuart, good strike, and good parry. Extra header from Gallacher was important. Hold by Petterson. Now in the Blackburn half. Stuart is the back man. That's a better ball from him this time. And Redfearn again! Searing drive with his left. After forcing exertions from Filan with his right. This time the goalkeeper able to watch it go away. It's been a somewhat frustrating afternoon for the supporters of both sides. What a difference a goal would make. Good start. Pringle goes on ahead, Jones goes for the shot, it's going to rebound to Stuart. Good challenge by Carsley. Pringle trying to turn and does. Good save, and it had to be gathered in. The onrush of Robinson. No real power, that was clear, but it was an awkward bobbler. And he did well to hold it in. 10 minutes left. It's It's a little bit short. Petterson comes, and Rufus is able to clear. And Blackburn are appealing for a penalty. It was a rather wild rush out of goal. Ward hurt. Well, you have to say that Blackburn have a case. Well, I can't understand why Mr. Willard didn't see that as a penalty, but it's all a question of what view you have. Pringle just couldn't get a touch to it. And the referee blows the final whistle as Ward and Tyler take a dislike to each other, and Brian McAteer comes on to try and calm things down. Ward perhaps furious that he wasn't given the penalty, but a 0-0 draw does not condemn either side. They will live to fight on. 0-0, a disappointing afternoon in the Valley.
Mervyn, tension can have a huge effect upon play, and I think we saw that today, didn't we?
Yes, I think people who have watched the game will notice that both back fours, I think, in the first half were incredibly nervous. The ball probably didn't come down, and anybody had 2 passes, I think, in the first 30 minutes. So, yeah, it's very, very tense, but it's understandable because obviously it means so much to everybody.
I think if you look at the possession, we probably just shaded it, but I think on the chances, they had the better chances, definitely. You know, we just keep plugging away. Obviously, we've just come off the back of 2 4-1 defeats, you know, and we've sort of turned it around a little bit today with 2 games left. We're running out of games, but it's sort of still in us, you know, we've still got to keep battling and fighting because there's a few twists and turns yet to the end of the season, I think.
Alan Kerbishley had said if we don't win at home, we don't deserve to stay up. You've got one more chance to win at home, but you probably need at least a point away at Villa now, don't you?
I think arguably we probably need 3 points given the fixtures the other 2 teams have got. We'll give it our best shot and see what happens. The key factor really is the last 5 games at home. You know, we haven't won a game. We've drawn 2 or 3 and we've missed a couple of penalties which, you know, at the end of the day I think could cost us. But like I say, you know, we're still living, we're still going, and the season is still there for us.
But that leaves them still in trouble, both of them. I still can't believe Blackburn are down there.
It wasn't a great game today. There's a lot at stake, obviously, a lot of tension, lots and lots of mistakes. Some of the defending went from sublime to the ridiculous, and I just thought Blackburn should have won the game, to be fair. They're the better of the chances.
They might have had a penalty.
Something to debate, Des. I mean, it's difficult to describe. There's a ball over the top. Tyler tries to find the keeper, comes up short. Ward comes in. Goalkeeper comes out. And let me tell you, that has never, ever, ever been a decision. It's just the wrong one, I'm telling you. I mean, if you look at this, and Premiership survival is at stake, then you've just got to feel for the centre forward, for Blackburn manager and their supporters, because that was you'll never see a clearer penalty than that.
He was pretty angry at the end, wasn't he, the player? So you can probably understand why. Charlton have been conceding quite a few goals in their previous couple of matches. I think 8, wasn't it, in the previous 2? They tightened it up a bit today.
Yeah, they did. And as I said, there was a lot of mistakes, and some of the defending was poor, but other times it was terrific. And the one thing you can say about Charlton, any team that's had 7 defeats in the trot and have come back and still got a chance of survival, have got something. And they play with such spirit and they play for each other. And if you do that, you've always got a chance. And some of the defending at times was great. Powell puts his keeper under a bit of pressure here. It's not the greatest clearance in the world. It comes to Gillespie, goalkeeper off his line. But watch the tackle from Kinsella here. That is absolutely fantastic because there's no margin for error whatsoever. And then a good piece of play from Blackburn. Davidson comes in, good hit. Decent save with the keeper, comes out to McAteer, and that's a great block by Powell. But this is the best piece of defending on the day. It looks simple and straightforward. Blackburn corner, it's headed down, big centre forward in the line, Pringle. It's easy, you're on the line, hit against the bar, but he was not on the line. If you watch here from another angle, watch exactly where he is, and just watch the quickness of his feet here to get back on the line when it goes. Look at that. And that is absolutely fantastic. And for a centre forward, makes it even better.
Do well.
Which is telling, isn't it?
Yes, and that's realistically that's what's killing us, because if you look at Southampton, I think they've won something like 7 out of 8 of their last 8 home games. And you know, when you can put a run like that together, it takes the pressure off a little bit. Unfortunately, you know, we're in a situation where we can't quite get that extra goal that we need to get the 3 points at home. I'm sure if we'd have scored today, it would have lifted the burden, and we'd have got a nice, comfortable victory. It wasn't.